say we do a podcast. Yeah, that's right. Here we are on Tuesday. What's up, Al?
Oh, hi there, Jerry. I have two topics for you. One, what I spent my day doing yesterday. You know how I like to email places,
Yes.
or I just like to dig in on something.
Yes.
I actually felt like this could have been like a news segment. I was thinking, I was walking my dog, and again, this is every town USA right now.
Okay.
I mean, it does not matter the town you're in, Jerry. There is an enormous amount of dog poop because in the winter, for whatever reason, people don't pick up their dog poop. There's articles in the Philadelphia newspapers. There's article in the New York Post. It's going on in all the towns near me. You don't have a lot of dogs near you, or you don't see a lot of dogs walking around. But if you did, there are probably parts of your town that have this.
Mhm.
There's dog poop everywhere. And there's signs that say, pick up after your dog. It's the law. This could be a health issue. It actually says something on the sign about it being a health issue.
Right.
So I said, okay, now people are douchebags and they don't pick up after their dog. But at some point, if it's a health issue, is the town responsible? So that's what I wanted to investigate.
I would say no.
I went on Grok and I asked Grok. I told Grok where I lived. I said, is this law a New Jersey law? And they said, no, it's a town law. I said, okay. I said, I go, is the town responsible, though, if no one picks it up? They go, no. I go, could I call the health department? They go, yeah, but.
Not going to do anything.
Yeah, so then it's not a health issue. Because, like, if I had spilled chemicals,
they would have to
they'd have to clean it up.
Right.
So it's not a health issue. So I tried investigating this, and then I reached out to one of the people on the Bradley board that I'm friendly with. And I asked her, I said, hey, well, it's just a situation. I said, I understand like that it is very difficult to catch people in the act of their dog pooping and not picking up. It's nearly impossible.
Right.
But I thought if the town had to be the ones to pick up, that suddenly they would be on high alert of people who are not picking up after their dogs. So it was, I was not happy to see that that the sign says it's a health issue, but the health department doesn't care.
Time to move.
Well, I think it's in every town across America. You know how that storm went from Texas?
Yes.
All the way up, Jerry. I mean, so much of the I remember the one day you were telling me how many miles it was, like 500 miles.
It was insane, yes.
So this is going on everywhere.
Right. But you're in an area where you have a lot of condos.
Yeah.
Where people don't have backyards, and there is more dog walking in your town.
Yes.
Than there are where I live.
Yeah.
That's why I don't say it. I mean, I saw one guy walk his dog yesterday. One.
Yeah.
Everyone puts their dog in the backyard.
Yeah.
So that's where I say, time to move to that place in Colts Neck.
And then I guess here's the story, though. You know how wherever you are in New Jersey, New York, even where you are, Jerry, that they say there's your front lawn, then you have your sidewalk, then you have that tiny
patch of grass.
Yeah, the patch of grass between your sidewalk and your curb. And they say to you as a resident, you're responsible for that, but you don't own it. That's what they say.
Yet if the sidewalk is cracked, you have to fix it.
Yeah, so I guess really the town could say that if there's dog poop on that, you don't have a dog, Jerry, but someone walks by, their dog craps on that part of the thing, that it's the homeowner's responsibility to clean it up.
Yeah, now I'll go throw it in the street.
Just kick it into the street. Right. That's what you
let someone run it over and put it in their tire.
Yeah.
I have not had that happen, thankfully, in the 8 years we've been there. So that has not been it. My last house didn't have sidewalks. It was the grass right out to the curb.
How do they determine that?
I don't know. And I like that. Because I hate the fact that in the snowstorm, I got to go do the sidewalk for idiots that shouldn't be walking in the snow anyway. But you still have to.
Yeah, I wonder that there are certain towns and certain sections of certain towns where there's no sidewalks.
Yeah, I don't know how it's decided, but my last house did not have sidewalks.
Yeah.
It was just grass, curb, street.
Yeah, right. And then you're responsible for the sidewalk too, which is crazy.
Yeah, you are. Absolutely.
It's like you don't own the sidewalk, but you have to maintain the sidewalk.
It really is an unfair advantage to the town.
Yeah.
Because like I said, if the sidewalk cracks, theoretically, if you want it fixed, you have to fix it. You got to call the mason to come do it. Town ain't fixing it.
Yeah, town's not fixing it.
Yeah.
There's other towns I know in Spring Lake, they have a lot of the old slate sidewalks,
Mm-hmm.
but over the decades and decades, the tree roots have
They raise the concrete.
they're all over the place.
Oh, yeah.
And no one's fixing those.
That's a tough one because how do you fix it? You're going to start shaving the tree root?
Yeah,
That
that
kill the
seems like
tree?
trouble, and the tree falls on your house.
How about this? Pay attention while you're walking. Don't trip and fall. Like everything has become, liable. Like,
Yeah,
just
yes.
take care of yourself for Christ's sake.
Right.
Stop blaming everybody else.
Mm.
But that's the litigious world we live in.
Yeah,
now.
we are in a very litigious society.
Yeah.
I might start I wonder if you could do like as a business. So it's difficult for a town to say or to enforce no pooping. No, you got to pick up after the town can't enforce no pooping. Jerry, if you need to poop, you go ahead and poop. But you have to pick up after your dog.
Yeah.
But very difficult to enforce. What if I started a company and I work with the town? Like I go to different towns. I say, listen, I'm going to have kids, teenagers, like 16s, whatever the legal working age is. They're going to patrol your town and we're going to get evidence, photographs of who it is. And for each fine you levy, we take a percentage. Would you be into that? The town would raise money.
Your poop private investigators?
Yes.
Have you thought of this out loud?
Just now. Poop private eyes.
I mean,
poop patrol.
The town would hate you.
No, the town is going to start making money.
The people in the town.
The people, yeah.
No,
the people would not like us.
No, I thought you were going to say, how they have the places like when duty calls, they go clean up the backyard.
Right.
You put together a company and try and sell your service to the town.
Oh.
That, let's say, Bradley Beach, every Monday you come sweep the town. It's an 8-hour workday. Every Tuesday, maybe you got Manasquan under contract. Every Wednesday is Long Beach, whatever. But going to be expensive, and they're going to have to raise taxes maybe if they don't have it in the,
in the budget,
in a piggy bank. Yeah.
That's interesting.
And then this way, now the problem with that is if I'm a resident and I see that and know about it, now I'm thinking, don't feel like picking it up today. They hired someone to do it.
Right. They got somebody.
So the solution could cause a bigger problem.
What if I was just this original company that I had where I'm hiring teenagers to watch out?
Mm-hmm.
My company is just, I have drones over the town that is just filming everything at all times. And then as soon as someone reports a poop, you go, I got a poop on the corner of here and here and 5th and 3rd. And I last was by this spot at 2:40. So it happened sometime between 2:40 and 3:15. Then they go back on the drone footage and they find the person.
Yeah, I think there was a book written about this about 100 years ago when they start just watching over all their citizens.
Yeah.
Not a great idea.
Poop patrol.
Not great. No, not great.
So
much easier for you just to move.
I did do that yesterday. Yeah. Well, like I said, I do think
very busy Tuesday for you.
I do think it is not town specific. So I might not believe it's happening everywhere. So
I think every beach town probably has it.
Yeah, anywhere like you said. I think like you said, if you are a town that doesn't have backyards for the most part,
it's a problem.
And you got a lot of people walking dogs. Then I was thinking this too, because I walked by some poop that didn't look like dog poop. It looked like cat poop. What about all these people that have quote unquote outdoor cats? Their cats are free to poop wherever they want. No one's cleaning that up.
They don't even realize it. Yeah.
Right.
I still don't get that. I don't understand how you have a cat as a pet and you just look at it run and hope it shows back up in 3 days.
Well,
like what the hell?
Yeah. Well, because you're feeding it, so it knows to come back to you, right?
But the idea, where has it been?
Yeah.
You're going to let it roam your house then? Like, I love animals and I would have no problem rescuing a cat as the one we still have. Other one passed away, but the one we still have is a rescue that I got through Boomer through, what was that?
North Shore Animal League.
Right. She is amazing. She was a rescue, but guess what? She can go wander the streets and then come back. No. I'm not interested in that.
Yeah.
If I'm going to rescue you, you're going to live in the house and we're not going to go wander and fight with raccoons and then bring some God knows what disease into the home. Yeah. I don't know how people do that.
I know. It's very strange.
It's nuts.
Right.
And I have friends that do that. One around the corner from me who lives near a creek, which means there's weird animals all over the place. And he has said she'll disappear sometimes for 3 and 4 days.
Weird creek animals.
What the hell is it doing out there?
I don't know.
God.
Surviving.
No, thank you.
Just
not
surviving.
Yeah, surviving. Yeah.
Then I thought of this as I was walking in this morning, Jerry. You know how like one of the things, like now in particular, you hear about the cost of everything,
Yeah.
right? It seems to be a huge topic right now.
Well, because everything's skyrocketed.
But I was wondering, was there ever a time where we didn't think things were pricey?
No, but I think we're so out of control now
Yeah.
that I think it's worse than ever. So you bring up a great point. You know, your parents have told you in the 80s their mortgage interest rates were 10 and 12%. So their mortgages were very high, I'm sure, but the cost of living wasn't as high. Now, salaries weren't as high either. So I get that. I think the difference is, you know how you always do the discrepancy between, like you bring up John Harbaugh is making $20 million a year. He can go out and buy a $5 million home, pay cash. He still has $15 million left over.
For the 1 year.
Right. Most people buy a home that have to spend 30 years paying it off because it's so far above what they make annually. I think to some degree, the salaries, the cost of living is far exceeding the rise in salaries. And so the gap is widening, not to the extent of the crazy salaries and then the mortgage we're talking about. But I just think that gap has gotten bigger and bigger and bigger as expenses have grown. And while you get raises, they don't quite keep up with the inflation of the expenses.
That makes sense.
I mean,
because I just feel like I don't ever remember a time where I was looking to move and buy a house and thought, this is very reasonably priced.
right.
Like even when I bought my place down the shore almost 6 years ago now, I was really pushing the limit of what I could afford.
Yeah.
And
most
now
people do.
And now that would look like a bargain.
Right.
5 years later.
Now
6
you're
years
on the
later.
good side of it because you've got a tremendous amount of equity
Right.
in your condo. You bought at the right time. This is where real estate's tricky.
But even then, I'm saying when I bought at the right time,
It was
I
expensive.
thought this is stupid to
Sure.
pay
Yeah,
this
no, I
much
get
money.
it. For what you were getting.
Yeah, or even like when you would go out to dinner, when you'd get home and go like, I can't believe I just spent this much. I feel like that's always been the case.
Yeah.
That's what I mean. Like, I don't know.
See, I don't remember. So like Kim and I went out to dinner Friday night, and I told you, a great place was great. I'm not knocking it at all. We had a great time. The waitress was phenomenal.
Did they go prefix menu on you on
No.
Valentine's Day?
Nope,
Okay,
regular
good.
menu. The two of us, we went to Char in Red Bank. And I am promoting it because the place was great. Reservation, they were ready for us. We showed up right on time. Table was ready. Waitress was phenomenal. The pacing of the meal, which to me is a big deal, couldn't have been better. We were there. You know, sometimes they rush you in and out in an hour, which I thought was going to be the case on Valentine's Day weekend. We were there an hour and 40 minutes, hour 45, but paced beautifully. Never felt like we were sitting too long, and nothing was rushed. So I want to be clear. It was a great dinner. No appetizers, which was unusual because we usually get one. I take that back. She got a house salad. I got no appetizer. I got a pork chop. She got a small steak. We shared a side. We each had a alcoholic drink, and then we shared the dessert.
Okay.
With tip. What do you think that costs?
Man, 2 people, 2 drinks, 1 dessert, 1 appetizer, main meals. I'm going to say that was like, man, 170.
Okay. That feels like $150 to me.
Yeah.
$265
Whoa.
with tip.
Whoa.
Yeah. The steak is $60. And it was, don't get me wrong. And again, I'm not complaining because we had a great time and I would do it again. That's what I mean, though. That feels like $150 night out. And it feels like to me 5 or 6 years ago, maybe pre-pandemic, that was $150 night out. It's an extra $100 now. For what exactly?
Yeah. The other thing I saw similar to this and about, what the meal costs and then the tip is always, or people think 20%, right? And I'm seeing pushback now on social media of people saying, why are we tipping based on what it cost versus what the
Services?
what the work was? Like that should be like, if I'm going to be an hour at your restaurant, you bring a couple of drinks, that's $30. It's not 20% of,
$220.
Yeah.
Like why does, and again, she was great, but why does our waitress from Friday night get a $50 tip or whatever it was, $48. And the woman who's killing herself at the diner, she gets a tip of $8.
Yeah.
And she's working just as hard,
Yes.
if not harder, because I know our girl had help. Kid came over, she did pour the water, but then a guy came over with the bread. Another guy came over with dishes, with the knives. Another guy brought the food out. The diner woman, she's doing everything. And
Yes.
she gets $8 because the check is smaller.
Yeah.
It is. It's weird.
Yeah, it should be. We should tip on like how long were you there? How much of a pain in the ass were you?
Mm-hmm.
And take that. Like that's what when they give you your bill, instead of it saying like 20% would be this, it'd be like, just so you know, you were a little bit of a pain in the ass. So just take that into account when you tip me. So this is what we recommend for people who don't really bug us. This, you were a kind of a little pain in the ass. Then this is what you should tip if you have 3 kids that are throwing their food on the floor.
Right. Because then they're working harder.
Yeah.
True.
And you got a couple drinks. I got to tip out the bartender. Or like, oh, you didn't get drinks. I don't have to deal with the bartender.
I hear you.
That seems like that would be a better way to do things.
Yeah. By the way, there were 3 drinks, not 2. But that's still, you said 170. So that still only takes to about 190.
Yeah.
Which is I'm still way up above that.
Yeah. Yeah, I guess you're right. Because even like it is funny too. Like there's something about getting the bill at a restaurant where when you're ordering, you see what it costs. Like it wasn't a surprise what your pork chop cost.
No, I saw what it cost.
Right? But for some reason, when the bill comes and it's tallied up, you go, "What? How? This couldn't
adds up quickly."
The same way, like when I get my credit card bill, and I'm like, $4,000. What did I buy?
Yeah, I know.
And it's just like Easy Pass, Exxon Mobil, Exxon, Getty, Shell.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay.
Amazon, all your costs just to go to work.
Then the bad thing that stinks about Amazon, you get your credit cards like Amazon $75, Amazon $30. Amazon what?
I know.
You have to go.
You got to go back to your Amazon account to see what the hell you bought. I know.
So you're like, huh? So $4,000, I got
what
gas,
exactly? Right.
Tolls, parking, and many things at Amazon that I don't know what they were.
Yeah. Everything's expensive. Like I pulled up my monthly expenses. So this doesn't even include my mortgage. All right. And I'm not even going to include car payments. Let's just talk about utilities. Okay. Now I have 4 cell phones. We have 4 cell phones in the house. So clearly it's going to be more than most. But my cell phone bill is $225 a month. That used to be a car payment.
Oh, yeah.
$225 used to be a car payment.
Yes.
That's now the cell phone bill. We've got a $529 plan. Now, that's our choice to do that, but I think when you have kids, you should do it. And we're not crazy. I know some people put thousands of dollars a month away. We put $300 a month away, each kid $150. It's worked out quite well, actually, in terms of what we've saved over the years. Okay, fine. So that's $300 a month. That's still going and will continue to go for another few years. I have 2 life insurance policies that total $180 a month, and they're term policies. So I do the math. I'm already at 25, 35. I'm already at $800 a month. I haven't done a damn thing. Water bill is $70 a month. Gas bill, $228 a month. My Easy Pass bill, $485 a month. I have an Amex bill, the Amex Green that you got to pay off every month, $1,400 a month, which includes Spotify, umbrella insurance, Peacock, home insurance. I have car insurance on there, my DirecTV stream, Netflix, YouTube Premium. My New York City parking goes to American Express, for the meter.
The parking app.
I forgot to do that, damn it. My Verizon Internet, my St. Jude's donation every month, my Dropbox, the energy bill, the electric bill, which is $205 a month. Paramount Plus is on there, Apple Music, Microsoft, and that comes out to $1,382 a month. So I said $1,400. What have I done yet?
You still have your mortgage and car payments.
Food?
Oh, food also. Yep, that would help. Yeah.
Medical I haven't given you yet. I haven't given you additional taxes I have to pay. I haven't given you my dental bills yet. I haven't given you the tuition bill yet. I haven't given you the landscaping bill. Choices, the tuition and the landscaping choices. But you talk about it adding up. It is nuts how much it costs. And I didn't talk about gas yet or food. Or did I talk about the mortgage or my car payments?
But do you think there was a time when people looked at their bills and be like, yeah, this doesn't seem so bad?
I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. Not everybody, but I don't think it's like that for everybody now. I think there are
Right.
people in society that are whatever, just pay the bill, move on. For me, there are some months in our house where I've told you this. There's some months in our house I'm like, I'm going to Bora Bora. Let's hop a flight tomorrow. Don't care what it costs. And there's other months. Going to Stop and Shop? Let me check the checkbook first.
Yeah.
And then there's a lot of months in between that are totally fine and normal. But and it's based on, like right now, I feel great finishing up the football season with Compass, and you got the Rutgers is ending. Where do you want to go? Come see me in September before all that starts up again.
When you've run your bank account dry?
Not dry, but it's not nearly as easy as it is like for me, I would say November through like July is easy.
Because you got the multiple
Easy.
income streams.
Yeah. And it starts with like once Compass Media Network starts paying me, and also I get back my refund for New York state tax. I get murdered federal, but I get a lot back from New York because my whole everything's so screwed up. So like once I get to like November, life's easy financially for me, very easy. But there's a 3-month window there that is like, this again. I think I've budgeted well, and part of it's tuition for sure, because tuition really kicks into gear in August. This year I've budgeted much better. I shouldn't have that issue, but yeah, it's 9 really good months and 3 months suck.
Yeah, we got to do taxes again soon.
I hate taxes.
Me too.
Because I have to do them now and then again in October for business taxes, and we have to go on extension. So it's like I never stop with my accountant. I hate taxes.
Yeah, I still just do TurboTax, and I'm not sure whether that's
probably
working
doing fine
to my advantage or not.
You have one job, so I would think it's a relatively basic return.
Yeah.
So there's no reason, I don't think, unless he's going to get you some sort of better refund based on your investments. And watching a lot of these tax guests on YouTube, there's a lot of loopholes that are legal that a lot of us don't know about. Sometimes an accountant can help you with that, really know on the laws that there are deductions you're really not aware of and they don't want you to know about.
Yeah, because it's weird. Like normally, like if you do TurboTax or any of the software, like you'll put in your account number. Like let's say you sign into your Fidelity account, and then you put in your account number. It pulls all your records, and it knows
it can get
where
everything
to put them
for sure.
It's hard to manipulate that. You know what I mean? Like if you're doing it that way, where you're pulling in.
I think there are, especially when you have real estate holdings, and when there are payments that are tax free, some that have to be recorded as such. There are little tricks.
Yeah,
that we don't know.
We don't. I don't know any tricks.
No, I watched the guy on that Diary of a CEO. He's talking about taxes. He explained how the rich do what they do and pay like 7% taxes because the law is set up that way. And yet he says the middle class are the ones that pay the most because they don't know how to play the game. I'm like, well, teach me the game.
We want to know the game.
I want to know what the game is.
I'm going to go home and type into Google, what's the tax game?
Seriously.
Teach me.
For 2026. Let's go.
Yeah. Maybe I'll do that instead of investigating who's responsible for poop. Probably
better plan.
Better game plan. Yeah. All right, Jerry, let's do the warm-up program. Now, we'll be back here tomorrow. One more day of Boomer Out. So you will be hosting with Gio. I will have CeeLo in here at 5 a.m.
And you got CeeLo Thursday, too.
And CeeLo, you're out Thursday.
Yeah, Rutgers.
Oh, I got a big CeeLo week.
You do? Yes.
And then you're back Friday, though, for me? In the warm-up?
Yep.
You'll be here on the warm-up
show
show
Peter
Friday.
Schwartz Friday.
That's a joke.
I'm just kidding.
No offense, Peter Schwartz, of course.
No offense.
None taken, I'm sure. All right, Joe, let's do the warm-up now. We'll be back here tomorrow at 5 a.m. Sue!